Welcome to Champ Week presented by Principal. You are watching the SEC tournament. It's been a great scene here in the Music City, and more each day, more and more attention is turning to the top seeds. It's chalk right now in the semifinals. Bruce Pearl and the regular season champion Auburn Tigers are ready to take on the Tennessee Volunteers in the first of two semifinals today. The SEC Defensive Player of the Year for the second year in a row, Jahmai Mashack leads the Vols against the SEC Player of the Year, Auburn's Johni Broome. If you didn't see everything from yesterday, Auburn got a push from Ole Miss, but then Broome took over, wound up with 23 and 15. Tigers win by 5. In the second game, it was all Chaz Lanier in the early going. 17 of Tennessee's first 21, 23 overall as they move into the semifinals and the matchup with Auburn today. In the night session, the Florida Gators, those three great guards combined for 52 points, and they knocked Missouri out of the tournament, setting up a matchup between the Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama put up 99 on Kentucky last night to win going away 99-70 and to advance into the semifinals. All year long, this conference has been great, and all year long, the top 4 teams in this conference have been particularly great, and here they are lined up in the semis. Hi, everybody, and welcome again to Nashville. Dan Schulman and Jay Billis. This is, if you're a college basketball fan, this is probably exactly what you were hoping to see on this day in this building.
But how you could hope for it, but how could you have expected this kind of power? The most powerful conference in college basketball has its 4 best teams, all 4 ranked in the top 6 in the country in both the metrics and the polls. We've got the player of the year in the league, the defensive player in the year in the league, the coach of the year in the league, and then all 4 of the top candidates for coach of the year in the league. It's ridiculous how good this day is.
We couldn't be more excited. Let's look at today's player spotlight now, brought to you by Cintas.
Well, we have some X factors in this game, and one of the X factors is Jahmai Mashack for Tennessee, an outstanding defensive player. And Jahmai Mashack, you can see him cutting to the basket here, making a very intelligent cut off that slot pick and roll, making a great pass to Chaz Lanier as he cuts down the middle. An outstanding rebounder at both ends of the floor, and one of the best defenders, Dan Schulman, you will ever see. Can guard absolutely anyone, puts great pressure on, gets steals, and he was fantastic in that game against Texas. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal for Jahmai Mashack. He is a stud.
For more, let's check in with Jess Sims.
Tennessee's Zakai Ziegler said he, Jahmai Mashack, and Jordan Gainey have been preaching to the rest of the team about coming out strong and aggressive to start the SEC tournament. Now, last year, they were ranked number 1 and lost their first game by almost 20 points against number 9 Mississippi State in the quarterfinals. Coach Rick Barnes said, "We were pathetic and didn't come to play and got embarrassed, so it has been a point of emphasis all week." Ziegler said, "If we lose the tournament this year, it will not be because we were bullied or outworked." But based off that warm-up in their first and only matchup against Auburn in January, Dan, I don't think physicality is going to be a problem today.
No, I think you are bang on about that. More on that game in a moment. First, a look at Rick Barnes' 10th all-time in wins, better than 800. One back of John Calipari for 9th. Bruce Pearl, of course, used to coach at Tennessee. 6 years, 2005 to 2011, and the Tigers not only are the regular season champions this year, they are the defending SEC tournament champions. Nobody has won this tournament 2 years in a row since Kentucky did it 4 years in a row from 2015 through 2018. In terms of that regular season matchup, Jay, 53-51 Auburn. Tennessee led late, but the Tigers scored the last 6 points of the game. Miles Kelly knocked down a big 3. Do you think there will be more than 104 points scored in this one today?
I think there will be, but it might not be much more than that 104. Both these teams are outstanding defensively, and this is going to be, as Jess Sims said, a physical fistfight.
Chad Baker-Mazara, who did not start yesterday for the Tigers, is starting today. Our officials are Pat Adams, Don Daly, and KB Burdett. And it's Tennessee winning the opening tip.